Hello everybody, I'm Tom Vasel and welcome to Look Back. This is a series of videos that I do each week where I talk about games that I reviewed 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. And I tell you what I think about those games now, if I think about them at all. So let's go back to 20 years ago. In 2004 this week, I took a look at Tongyaki, which is one game that sticks in my mind, not because of anything that the game has done, but because it came out from Uberplay at the time, and they had a commercial in which it showed a guy eating them at a restaurant. I was like, oh, board game commercials. Ooh. The game itself is also not very good. Also, the Ark of the Covenant. This was obviously a historical spin on a biblical historical spin on the Carcassonne, and it's fine. It works well as a Carcassonne variant. 7 out of 10. Visualize. A game where you're rolling dice and making combo words with them. It's fine. 7 out of 10. Succession, Intrigue, in the Royal Court. I'm always looking for games that are very similar to, like Kremlin and things like that. And that's what Succession, Intrigue, in the Royal Court is. Someone's going to succeed to be the king. You're trying to make that person be king and have the most influence in them. It's probably a little bit clunky compared to today's standards, but I enjoy it. 7 out of 10. Clippers. This is from Alan Moon and has... Honestly, this would probably be higher, and probably this is like ripe, I think, for a reworking, a redone version of it nowadays. This came with some of the smallest pieces in a game ever. Very bad component quality, but it's still an interesting game about route building. 7.5. Goa. Man, it's a weird thing. Goa came out 20 years ago. This game still holds up pretty well, where you're auctioning off different spots in this grid on the board, and you're basically moving up tracks. There's almost no theme, but it's still fun. An 8 out of 10. And St. Petersburg. This is a pretty big jump for me. So St. Petersburg, when it came out, a couple things here. First of all, I got a 6. Secondly, when this game came out, I found another reviewer who no longer reviews games, and we did a back and forth, a written back and forth on St. Petersburg, where he was promoting it, I was putting it down, and I really liked that concept. I tried to keep doing it in writing, it didn't work out, but as you can see, I'm much happier with that in video content. But even back then, 20 years ago, I wanted to have multiple viewpoints. Anyway, I like St. Petersburg, and the more I played it, I was like, I might move to a 7. Then they redid it. The redone version added a whole section to it, and it's now one of my favorite games. It's just amazing. An 8.5. All right, 10 years ago, Yellow made a game called Night of the Grand Octopus. Really cute components, but a pretty bad game. 4 out of 10. Fun Farm. This is kind of a game with little animals and noises, and it's silliness. It's okay. 6 out of 10. New Haven. Oh, there's not a lot to really say about New Haven. It's one of those Euro-style games that's it's okay, but forgettable. 6 out of 10. Abyss. Abyss is on many people's top lists here at the Dice Tower, so my 8 out of 10 is going to seem like I hate it. I don't. I think it's a great game. I think the artwork is beautiful. This one was interesting when it came out 10 years ago because they had 5 different covers. May that not repeat itself, but the game itself is cool. Cell Swords. This is from Level 99, and this is a concept I like a lot, where you're placing cards down, and the direction of their placement matters, and they attack things next to them. It's something I've always liked. That's what I designed Fishes, but Cell Swords does a much better job at it. 8 out of 10. Sheriff of Nottingham. All right, so 10 years ago now, the Dice Tower Essential line started. So that's something to remember and be huzzah about. I liked the precursors to Sheriff of Nottingham, but this brought it together into a superb, fantastic game. 9 out of 10. And then the expansion for Cyclades, Titans. This changed the game dramatically. I thought Cyclades was fine. Titans made it a really entertaining battle game. 9 out of 10. All right, 5 years ago, I reviewed Naruto Boruto card game. I did it with my daughter, who likes the series a lot more than me, and we made fun of the fact that I knew nothing about the series. Anyway, it's not a very good game. It's pretty terrible. 4 out of 10. The Queen of Hansa. This is from Hobby Japan. A nice, interesting game. It just doesn't look very good. It might have a higher rating if it did, of drafting cards from rows and getting points. I liked it a lot, 7 out of 10. But like I said, it just needs to look better. Foothills. This is a 2-player version of Snowdonia that I enjoyed, 7 out of 10. Fluttering Souls. This is a game you can play anywhere. I know this because I played it at an airport on an airport seat. A nice little back and forth, kind and gentle two-player game. Butterflies, 7 out of 10. Wayward. This is based on a Image Games comic that I knew nothing about. Actually, after this came out, I went and read the comic. But it's a cooperative game. There's a lot of interesting things. I think it's mostly for fans of the game. Other people might find it to be fairly basic, but it's good. And if it's going to bring people in the hobby, I'm all for it. 7 out of 10. Tapestry. This is a review I really struggled with because Tapestry is a game that there's some parts of it I loved and some parts of it I was like, I don't know. The theming is not there. It's basically a big points out, but there's a lot of good things about it. So I cannot say I don't like it. It's enjoyable. 7.5. And the Artemis Project. A cool theme, cool dice placement mechanism I really enjoy in this game. An 8 out of 10. All right, last year. So I reviewed Terraforming Mars, the dice game, which you might think I would enjoy since I love the board game and love the card game, but the dice game is not very good. 5 out of 10. Shake That City, Rolling Meeples to build a city. I am one of the few people who doesn't seem to love this as much as everybody else. It's just, I don't know. I just don't, it's too fiddly for me. 6 out of 10. Barcelona, about building cities. A lot of cool ideas in this game. Chris and Wendy enjoyed this one muchly. I thought it was okay. 6 out of 10. Printing Press. This is the follow-up to Gutenberg. And how can you follow up Gutenberg? It's not as good as Gutenberg, but it's like a nice little card game version, actually. I think that plays pretty well. 7.5. Last Kingdom. Based on the TV show, using stills from the TV show, and it just looks dreadful. However, it's a fantastic game. From Game One Games, this is better than any of their Tiny Epic games. Very solid, interesting ideas. 8 out of 10. Nice back and forth negotiation. I really like it. Marvel United Spider-Geddon came out last year, and that's another great set. I love Marvel United, so this was an easy one. I like Spider-Man. 8.5. Ark Nova Marine Worlds. So this is an expansion for Ark Nova. I was assuming I would like the expansion. I didn't know how much I would love it. 10 out of 10. I love the upgraded cards. I love the sea aspect of it. I love the way that cards move faster. I like the new university. I just love everything about it. I will try not to play Ark Nova without it. And Ticket to Ride Legacy, another 10. Ticket to Ride Legacy, what a fun experience that was as we played through multiple games of that with the guys here. We just had a great time going through it. It's Ticket to Ride expanded, but that's what I'm looking for in a Legacy game. A lot of fun. Anyway, those are reviews I did 1, 5, 10, and 20 years ago. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Tom Vasel, and this is the Dice Tower. Look back. Hey folks, thanks for watching another one of our videos. If you like our videos, if you like our channel, if you would love to game with us at one of our conventions, check out Dice Tower Cruise, Dice Tower East, and Dice Tower West. Fantastic conventions where we play games with wonderful people, a humongous library, and lots of other events and stuff. Also, don't forget to check out our channel, like and subscribe. I'm Tom Vasel.